All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this video. As you can see, I don't really have many subscribers yet. I don't really have things popping off yet. I'm trying to get this shit going on. Um, get the um, get the algorithm going and get my my YouTube page kind of popping off. I'm trying to get it going. But anyway, I want to say something to the people that um, say that us MAGA supporters and Trump supporters are always going to support Trump no matter what. Let me tell you something. We're not like that. Not all of us. Definitely not all of us. Most people that have been supporting Donald Trump is still on the same page about America first. And the left wing media is saying that MAGA is turning against each other. MAGA is turning against, President Trump. And that's not really what's we're not getting enough transparency as we should. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, the Charlie Kirk situation. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down. What I'm going to say probably won't, because a lot of people are thinking the same thing. What we want is, look, check this out, man. The whole Charlie Kirk assassination doesn't look right. It doesn't look like that Tyler Robinson was actually on the roof or was actually the shooter that got Charlie Kirk. Nah, we don't believe that. What we do understand is that not even like 2 months before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, he was on the PBD podcast, the Patrick Bet David Valuetainment podcast, and he was asking questions about Israel. And I'm not saying Israel got anything to do with it. I'm just saying that, the guy's got a huge platform. The guy was, let's just say, waking up a lot of people. A lot of people were becoming America first. A lot of people were starting to do their research on history of America. And then a lot of people started asking questions, because you got to think, around the World War II times, we didn't have technology and internet. The only way we can actually do our research is probably go to college or go to the library and be in there for hours if we're by ourselves. Nowadays, we can look it up. You got people that have ways to, get reports. You got people with connections. You got whistleblowers that want to get a hold of, podcasters and tell them, hey, I know this, but don't put my name in it. I don't want to be involved. Like Candace Owens. Shout out to Candace, man. And she did a huge investigation for the last few months about Charlie Kirk. And let me tell you something about this lady, man. Say what you want about Candace Owens, but Candace Owens, man, she's on to something. Yeah, she's on it. And people want to say, oh, she ain't got the evidence. Man, she's been pulling out a lot of stuff, man. And the reason why I believe what Candace Owens is saying, and what's the other guy's name? Stu Peters. Great guy, Stu Peters. Stu Peters just seems very passionate about what he's talking about. But the reason why we do is because the thing is, the guy that was Charlie Kirk's, right-hand guy, his chief of staff. We've seen the videos of him. He gets on his phone right after Charlie gets shot, and he walks away. He's on the phone, but he's walking away while everybody was running to Charlie and attending aid. And the guy, I forgot his name, his father was on the podium at a church. He's a pastor, and he started kind of crying. And he said that his son, the chief of Charlie Kirk's chief of staff, doesn't like being accused of this or being associated or having, a hand of what happened to Charlie. So he said that, my son was right there and had blood all over his hands while he was holding Charlie. And if you look at the video, he wasn't around Charlie Kirk. He was on the phone and walked away. He wasn't even there when they carried Charlie to the SUV, because there's another video of him standing like behind this wall, and he's got the camera facing the SUV that Charlie Kirk was carried onto. And the video turned around back at his face, and he said, "Oh my God, they got Charlie. Oh my God, they got Charlie." So there was no blood on him at all. He wasn't even near Charlie. That's why I believe what Candace Owens is talking about. She said that they had a video of Tyler Robinson at the Dairy Queen just 1.2 miles away, just a couple minutes after what happened. And he looking like nothing happened. He's there at what they say, the Dairy Queen or something. And that's why we believe that. That's why I believe what Candace and Stu Peters is saying. Like, someone ain't right about this. We're not getting any transparency, man. And yet they're saying they're already going to give, Tyler Robinson the death penalty. And, they're going to cook this guy. And I got questions. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got questions. So back to what I said at the beginning of the video is, we're not going to sit here and just keep running on this. And like, oh yeah, we believe anything. We don't care. We're MAGA. We're MAGA. Let me tell you something. Let's just say that the president turns his back on all of us, which he hasn't. But let's just say he says, all this other stuff. We're not going to support him, but we are going to keep this movement going, because this movement is stronger than a person. This movement is stronger than President Trump. Shout out to President Trump. Like, I fuck with President Trump, man. But the movement's going to be stronger. And we're going to keep this movement going of America first. We've grown up. We have been indoctrinated, being told people that say America first are, racist, or American nationalists are racist. And you think about it, it's like, how? Well, that's because they sit there and they say, colonizing and, and this is a diverse country and you guys want just only white people. And that's not what it is, man. When we care about America first, there's kids out here dying in these streets every day. Kids, there's kids being trafficked every day. If you guys been paying attention, there has been so many interviews of how they say America is like the #1 area for trafficking. So we want to fix America before we fix anywhere else. That's what we mean, America first. We want to fix here before we go anywhere else. We want to fix our peoples before we try to help anybody else. So that's what we are about. Us people that are America first. Make America great again? Here, let me tell you something. What it means, make America great again. Make America great again is when, here's one for you, where a husband can go to work and his wife can stay home and take care of the house or take care of the kids, and they're still doing okay. America first is when the black community didn't have to depend on the government. America first is not going to any wars that has nothing to do with us. Oh, we got to help these people fight these terrorists and in this country, and we got to send some soldiers over there. No, not yet. Let's worry about here. Oh, we want to bring people in from other countries so they can run away from the problems they have in their country. No. Let's give it a break. Let's worry about here. So back, like I said in the beginning, the MAGA movement's always going to keep going, bro. People need to wake up. Forget about the whole President Trump thing. Forget about all that. Look at it like, do you love your country? Do you care about your country? Do you care about what's going on here? And the thing is, like, a lot of people are, a lot of Americans are very sheltered. You know, all we gotta do is just pay our rent and go to work, and our life will be like a robot. You know, we have no problems. You know, this and that. Might go on the train or the bus and see some wild shit. Other than that, we get out the way and that's it. Back home, back to our lives, get to eat our food. You know, we don't really look at what the consequences would be if we just start bringing people in and we don't check them out before they, you know, started making an establishment in our country. You know, people need to understand that just because somebody says they're America first doesn't mean they're racist. It just means they care about their country. They care about the country they live in because they want to have family and kids. They don't want their grandkids or their great grandkids to go through something that we were trying to fight about and prevent from happening. The only thing we want is just transparency. We want to know, we want answers. The Epstein list, if you guys been paying attention, Epstein has been associated with Democrats more than Republicans. Not saying all Republicans are good. No, we know a lot of them are pretty bad. But, yeah.